guys, today I'm going to teach you how to play a really nice beginner song called Peaceful Easy Feeling by the Eagles. I like the song because it only uses pretty much 3 chords, at least for my beginner audience. For your intermediate players, I am going to introduce a bar chord to you, let you guys tackle that if you can, but I'm also going to show you the option that I show all my beginners in which you can play this certain part without that bar chord. It still sounds just fine. So let's dive in and zoom in and I'll show you exactly how to play Peaceful Easy Feeling by the Eagles. Alright, so we're going to divide this into sections, but before we do, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the strum pattern. The strum pattern is one of the most common strum patterns in the world. It is a simple down, down, up, down, up. If you've been following my videos, you've probably seen that in quite a few songs, especially the super secret easy beginner song, Good Riddance. That was the same strum pattern in that. So down, 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 up, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and super common. That's what we're going to use for each measure of this song. So let's go ahead and get started. In the intro, it's E major to an E sus4. Now if you don't know those chords, you should either look them up, go to my ebook, How to Play Any Song Guitar, or just, watch me carefully. So an E major, you should know this, I'm not going to go through the details of it, goes to an E sus4. That I will mention because it's a little bit less common. You put your pinky here on the G string 2nd fret. Everything stays the same. I don't have to lift anything from my E. I just put it down, pick it up. So we're going to do this. And that is the intro or the introduction. It's just going to go E to E sus4 for a total of 4 run-throughs using that simple strum pattern down, down, up for each. Moving on to the verse goes E to A to E to A to E to A to B7 for 2 measures. So if you don't know an A or a B7, make sure you look those up and come back to this video. So it's going to go for 1 measure each, with the exception of the B7, we'll do 2. So here it is. As you can see, I'm still using a strum pattern, nice and simple, making my transition smooth. That's the verse. Now I'll do that whole thing twice for each verse. And then we're going to go into the chorus. The chorus is actually a little bit of a change up. So in the chorus, what you've got is 2 measures for each chord as kind of an overall rule. So it starts off with an A major for 2 measures. Then it goes to E major for 2 measures. Back to A major for 2 measures. And then a B7 for 2 measures. Now if you're a complete beginner, the E and the A might not be so bad, but understand that B7 might be a little bit tricky. Just keep working it, and I would say right here here's a nice trick. In this song, most of the time the B7 comes right after the A, so maybe go back and forth from A major to B7. That's going to help you a ton. That concept is something that I talk about in How to Play Any Song on the Guitar, which is in the description below, so check that out if you're still struggling. So anyways, it's going to go in the chorus, we're going A, E, A again, B7. And then there's one more little section at the end of this chorus that we have to hit. When he goes, I'm already standing. On that part there, I'm going to show you 2 different versions of it now. The first version is the easy version. This is what I want you to do if you're a beginner. Okay, if you're already struggling with some of these chords, just do this version. Here it is. 'Cause I'm already standing on the ground. Okay, so what I did there is I went E, E, A, B7. So E gets 2 measures, A gets 1, and B7 gets 1. And then you're back into the intro again, which in this case would be called the interlude. We'll talk about that in a second. That's the beginner version. Beginner version. E, E, A, B7. If you're an intermediate or you've played bar chords before, I'm going to show you this new version, okay? This is the way I actually play it, and it goes E, F sharp minor, A to B7. Okay, so here's what that sounds like. 'Cause I'm already standing. Okay, so you can definitely hear it improves this song overall. So if you're a beginner, I hope that teases you a little bit. I hope it makes you like, oh, now I want to get that bar chord. That's the whole point of getting these kind of songs into my beginner's hands, because it starts throwing them these things right away, and they can hear the difference. It's definitely better, but it still does work, by the way, if you're just playing 2 E's in a row. I'm going to be A to B7. Okay, so work out both versions, get them down. Right after that chorus, I'm talking about pretty much that first chorus. It's going to go back to your intro, but it'll do half of that, so that's E to E sus4. You got another verse, another chorus, and there's an instrumental, which is just the verse and the chorus progression. And then when it comes back into verse 3, what I like to do is I like to go into kind of just an easy one strum each. So it goes, I get this feeling I may, and then you're back. So in the very beginning of verse 3, the only exception to what I've shown you is just going to go with the E one time, A one time, and you're back. Right? Anyways, so that's the only little change that you might see in this song. Everything else I've pretty much covered as far as the parts go, with the exception of maybe the outro. So the outro is pretty much that little section I showed you, but just on repeat. So again, if you're a beginner, it's this. 'Cause I'm already standing. Right? Yes, and he'll keep repeating that. Already standing. And they'll repeat that just a few times. Listen to the track to hear the changes. I'm not going to go into too much detail. But if you're the intermediate or even advanced, you can do this. 'Cause I'm right? He just keeps going. So that little section at the end of our chorus, that's just going to be on repeat for, I think it's about, I'm going to say 6 times total at the end. And then it just ends on E. So that last one we go. You guys enjoyed the video. If you did, thank you so much. Give me a like, subscribe, all that. Share it with a friend, tell your grandma. Also, I've got a book down there called How to Play Any Song on the Guitar. It goes through that exact strum pattern we just used. It goes through all those chords, and it's going to talk about the breakdown of how you can play almost any song using the same elements that we used today in this video. Thanks, guys. See you next time.